So my predictions on the weekend were pretty poor, to say the least. Let's say thank you for Jess to be back. Hopefully she'll get some better predictions than what I did. Should we start with Maidenhead? So
Versus,
Maidenhead versus Southend.
yes, there we go. Well, we're both hoping for a win, and I think we're both going to back Maidenhead in our predictions. Do we think that Silva's up to the plate to taking on Southend? I mean, he did claim the goal at Halifax last week. And do we think Ashley and Faniel George can score some goals here as well? But I am going to back him, so I am going to say 2-0 Maidenhead.
Well, yeah, rumour has it from my sources that Maiden might have signed a new striker.
Might solve the issue.
Whether or not they post that we signed a new striker before we post, and whether or not we should be saying anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Well, he won't. He won't be playing tomorrow. I can tell you that much, or tonight, whenever you decide to post it. I don't know. I mean, they're scoring more than 2, even more than 1 at the moment. Go on then. Maidenhead 2-1. Maidenhead 2-1 win. Hopefully, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Let's move on to the next then. Fylde versus Solihull.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't start with Fylde.
I know, we now have a little soft spot for Fylde. I mean, they were on the up and have got themselves out of the relegation zone, but obviously they did have the loss at the weekend. And Solihull, they do like goals, so I actually can see a lot of goals happening in this game, particularly as Solihull have good away form, but I am going to back Fylde here, so I'm going to go 3-2.
Of course you're going to back Fylde. Yeah, I thought Solihull were going to drop out of the playoffs, but looks like they might not. A couple of good results. Fylde. My back Fylde as well. No. 1-1 Fylde versus Solihull.
Okay.
Aldershot versus Barnet. It's quite a big one.
Yeah, it definitely is a big one. I'd say like Barnet have been quite consistent. Have they been playing in the last couple of games? And that's how they're definitely securing keeping that 3rd position in the league table. I'd say Aldershot have been playing.
Well.
Yeah, they've been there quite a while. But also Aldershot have been playing really well. And recently they played Bromley and drew versus Bromley, so that's definitely a decent win for them. But I do have a feeling that Barnet could take this, so I'm going to say 2-1.
Aldershot's loss on the weekend. Barnet. Yeah. Aldershot at home. Yeah. I don't know if to go with another draw. No, I'm going to go Barnet nicking it.
Okay.
No, Aldershot nicking it. 2-1 Aldershot. 2-1 Aldershot.
Okay.
Go on.
Bromley versus Dagenham.
Dagenham drew at the weekend. Bromley got a good result. I know we've had many thoughts about Bromley this season. Yeah, I'm going to go with Dagenham.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1-0. 1-0 Dagenham. Don't know why. It's got a feeling.
Well, Dagenham do like away. They do have like most likely to draw. And as you said, like with Bromley, we have struggled to see how like they're still second because like just when we've watched them. But they've definitely proved themselves to be as good as the league table represents. So with that, I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw.
With the way you went with that. So I thought you were gonna, yeah, probably gonna win. With that, we
With that 1-1 draw.
yeah, as you said, Bromley. it does baffle me a little bit that they are in second, but table doesn't lie. Anyway, Ebbsfleet versus Woking, arguably the biggest game. Probably big. Yeah, I would say probably the biggest game of all the ties in the National League.
Definitely. I mean, Ebbsfleet 21st, Woking 22nd. So both teams are just in that relegation zone now. And I know, like, it's kind of expected they might get relegated, but we'll see. I don't have much faith in this game. So I don't think it's going to be any goals. I don't know. Yeah.
But it's going to be one of them where they're fighting, and then
Yeah.
I don't know. Maynard fans at the start of the season probably would have grabbed that Ebbsfleet and Woking being relegated. I'm going to go the complete opposite way to your thoughts of 0-0. I'm going to call a mad one. I'm going to call a 4-3.
So you're expecting a lot of goals.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's going to be end to end. They're going to fight. They're going to both want it. Woking's got a pretty poor keeper. Didn't say that. Yeah, 4-3 absolutely.
Okay. Then we have Halifax Chesterfield.
Yeah, it's one of them where you don't, it was a straight Chesterfield win and then move on.
Yeah.
But them losing on the weekend, Halifax winning.
They also won Maidenhead last week, Halifax, in that sneaky last-minute goal where it was like 1-1 for ages, and then that little last goal at the end. So they can do it.
Yeah, it was. Gives them a lot of confidence. Two-game winning both on the weekend as well, going into this one. Yeah, I think they can. I do think they can beat Chesterfield, but I don't know. Okay, me going don't know means I should go draw, so I'm going to go 1-1 draw. Halifax Chesterfield.
Well, I'm completely different to you, just purely because obviously for Chesterfield, it's their first game in 9 where they hadn't won a game in the National League. So I think they're just going to want to come back fighting and like show to everyone this is why they're top of the table. So I think it's going to be 3-1 Chesterfield.
Yeah. Hartlepool versus Tringham.
I struggled with this one actually, like thinking of a prediction. I mean, for Altrincham, it was a disappointing loss of the weekend, particularly as like one of their key strikers, Chris Clark, didn't manage to secure a goal even though he was playing, and he normally does for them. And also Hartlepool, I'm just a bit uncertain, but I'm gonna go with 2-2 draw.
Gone with the uncertain, so should go with the draw.
Yeah.
Same as me. Hartlepool, great start to the season. I still think they've got an outside chance of making the playoffs. They've got some good players, especially if they can beat Ultra again. I'm doing that. I'm probably go draw, but no, I'm gonna go with a Hartlepool nicking it 1-0.
Okay. Quick thinking. Kidderminster Gateshead.
0-0.
Okay. I love that. I'm gonna say 2-0 Gateshead because they've been winning as of late, and I can see that. And obviously, Kidderminster the weekend dropped a bit again, so yeah, I'm not seeing that happening. Okay, next one, probably another easy one for you to guess. Oxford Eastleigh.
You're making me do. Didn't even get any comments on Kidderminster Gateshead. Oxford Eastleigh. Yeah, well, my thoughts on Oxford. I put them down in the gutter ages ago.
Bit harsh.
Do I give them a chance? Ooh. Go on then. I'm going to give Oxford an outside chance of nicking this one. 2-1. I'm going to go. It's going to go 1-0 early on, and then Oxford are going to do a worldie at the end and scenes of the.
Okay, you've been very generous. I don't think Oxford have it in them just because the way they've been playing the season, and the most likely, can't confirm, most likely getting relegated. So I'm gonna go with an Eastleigh win of 1-0.
1-0. Okay. York versus. At least said Hartlepool for some reason. York versus Oldham.
Well, Oldham had a good win at the weekend, and as I mentioned before, I could likely see them being in the playoff position by the end of the season.
Yeah.
But York, they've just signed a young lead star, Charlie Allen, who's on loan. So he could be available. Obviously, I have to mention it's Leeds. He could be available to play in that game, which may give York that bit of like edge up top. But I'm still gonna back Oldham on this and say 2-1.
Oh, Yorkshire friend. I don't know, York. Bit of an interesting team where I feel like they can grind out a result, but realistically, I think Oldham are just the better team. I'm going to go with a 3-2. Weirdly, 3-2 Oldham. Go on, yeah, 3-2 Oldham.
Well, we'll see what happens then.
Yeah. Any other thoughts? Standout game. We got Edgeley Woking, I think.
Big game,
Yeah.
obviously, Ed to hopefully get some more points after a few losses lately.
Yeah. Feel like this could be Oxford's kind of last kind of hurrah. They need to be getting a result. And then the teams in and around the playoffs need to be getting results as well. So there's a lot of games to be keeping an eye on, to be honest.